Good morning. Today I want to talk to you about your first formal essay that some of you have started, many of you have not. Where you're going to start is in Google Classroom. You have formal essay number one template. This is where you're actually going to write your essay, and it needs to be on this file because this is where I'm going to look to grade it, and this is where you will turn it in. If you open it, you'll see that this is a MLA template essentially. Okay, you will do this to put your heading. Your heading should be your name. I'm going to put mine. Professor name, Mr. Brumback. I'm your teacher, not your professor, really. Subject name, English. And then the date, you'll see the date is listed day, month, year. So I'm going to put today's date. I'm going to do August 19th, 2016. You can put the day that your essay is due here. That probably would be best. Also, you'll see up here there's a page number. Every page of a MLA paper has a page number, but that isn't all it has. It also should have your last name. So I'm going to type my last name here with a space, and you should type yours. For example, if my name's Brumback1, if your name's Smith, it should read Smith1, and then you go down to the next page, you'll see there's Brumback2. Also, all this stuff in the middle is just gobbledygook. It's just a placeholder text, so you can go ahead and delete that, and that will be taken care of for you. You don't need any of these headings like conclusion or anything like that. What you will need, however, is this works cited page. And this is always the last page of your document. So whatever you write, when you end, put this on a fresh page. It's started on its own page. It should say works cited in the middle. And this is where you'll place your works cited entry for your book. Now, if you want to know how to cite your book, you'll need to go to It's Learning. And right here on the home page of It's Learning, you'll see how to cite a book in MLA format. Makes it pretty easy for you to understand. Okay, so for today, in Google Classroom, you're going to see this file, formal essay number one, planning. If you're having trouble getting started, I think this will help you. First of all, on the first slide, you'll see the prompt. And then I've gone through a series of steps for you, and you'll want to type on this and actually work on this. It will make things easier. If you've already started and you know where you're going, you might be okay, but I think this will make things easier. So step one, choose your novel or play, and you can list your choice here. Step two, compare the cultures in question. Remember, this essay is about a clash of cultures and also how the protagonist or your main character develops identity based on this clash. So you can kind of compare and contrast these cultures. List of cultures number one characteristics and culture number two will be helpful. Three, how does the protagonist's identity change? So the protagonist is your main character, and we're looking at how this clash in identity affects their identity, their character. So you'll see here that you have three boxes, text boxes, a protagonist in the beginning of the book, the middle of the book, and the end of the book. I think this will be helpful for your planning. The more detail you have, the better. And then step four, what does the protagonist's change in identity say about the meaning of the book? Okay, obviously a character changes. What does that change have to say about the society or the world that this book exists in? And also, what does it have to say about our society? What are we supposed to take away from this protagonist's change, this protagonist's journey through this clash of cultures? This is the really big question that you'll want to answer. And then finally, support. You'll need the book to write this paper, and you're going to have to identify lines that are critical to the protagonist's change in identity. So you're going to want to cite those here. You'll need the actual quote, and you'll also need the page number because you'll need the page number to cite the text in your paper. If you don't have the book, let's try to pick one up. You can go during the library at lunch or library in the morning, or we go to the library again next week. If I can help you any way, I will. But you will need the book. You can't get through the entire thing without citing any text references. If you need help, feel free to write me at any time, but I think this would be a good start for you today. So after your test, you should start planning your essay and hopefully writing it. Thanks.